So next I'm going to talk about HarvestMax Trait. Our HarvestMax Trait is a maximum yield management system. It's all about maximizing the yield potential on your field while maximizing harvest efficiency. Corteva's HarvestMax hybrids are designated through the Corteva Research and Development selection and testing process. We began naturally selecting for straight cut hybrids in 1994, and the trials were rated on a 1 to 9 scale, with 1 being the worst and 9 being the best. Now our HarvestMax hybrids need to score a 7 or better in order to be classified as a HarvestMax hybrid. In addition to natural selection, we are now utilizing traits to express the HarvestMax harvest management advantage. HarvestMax hybrids provide you with the flexibility to choose how and when to harvest your canola depending on the field, the conditions, and overall workload. You can be confident that the HarvestMax hybrids will allow for successful swathing, whether that's normal or delayed timing, as well as a prioritized straight cut operation. Now, some of the management decisions you should consider when trying to make that normal swath timing, delayed swath timing, or even straight cut operation are seeding rates. Did we get the proper stand established within that field, or are we below the Canola Council of Canada's recommended 5 to 7 plants per square foot? If we had frost or flea beetle events, we also may have reduced that stand and may have to do a swath operation on that to maintain that harvest efficiency. Another scenario would be if we had poor weed control within that field. Another situation where we may have to pull in with a swather in order to get good dry down of those larger weeds. Another scenario where you might have to consider swathing is disease management. If we have blackleg or sclerotinia within that stand, leaving that stand for a straight cut operation presents a risk, as most likely that crop will lodge as it reaches maturity, and that's gonna reduce the efficiency of that straight cut operation. So HarvestMax hybrids provide the following benefits. Number one, they're going to maximize the yield and harvest efficiency on your farm. And we all know that higher yields, they're going to equal higher profits. Number two, the opportunity to extend the swathing window. That is a time management piece for your farm, especially when you're battling weather conditions as well as multiple fields. The final benefit of HarvestMax hybrids are to reduce the risk associated with all harvest management by reducing the risk of in-field losses. Brevant Seeds offers canola hybrids with the HarvestMax trait in all herbicide-tolerant canola systems, like the Liberty Link system in B3010M behind me, or the Clearfield system in B2030MN, or even the Roundup Ready system with D3158CM. Did you know, of the 11.6 million acres of straight cut canola planted in 2019, just over a third of that was actually straight cut? This shows that growers want to have the flexibility in terms of making which harvest decision makes the most sense for their current situation. With Brevant HarvestMax hybrids, straight cut or swath, you decide.